Good morning, children. Today we will study Earth and Solar System. This is my third topic. Earlier I had discussed that is two topics. One topic it was the introduction of the Earth, and second topic it was the solar system. Now this is a third topic. In the third topic, I am going to discuss with you that is the rocket technology or the space launch technology. Second is the Indian astronaut Rakesh Sharma. Third is the India space mission, and fourth topic is the man-made satellites. Now I want to discuss with you two topics: rocket technology or the space launch technology first. Second is the India space mission. These two topics I want to discuss with you. And now see that what are the objective of the space launch technology, and what is the objectives of the India space mission. It means that how that the rocket technology or the space technology, how it works and how it carries the spacecraft, the satellites into the space. It means in the shortly I would like to discuss with about the mechanism of the rocket technology. The second topic it is the India space mission. It means about the ISRO, that is a space launch technology. Means about the ISRO I want to discuss with you. What is the ISRO? That we will see that. Now see that first I want to discuss with you that what is the rocket technology or the space launch technology. See that this space technology or the rocket technology, now how it has been that is invented and developed, because you know that people always have been curious about the heavenly bodies in the space. Everyone's want to go on the space in the space or on the other planet or the satellites, but behind it that the people's curiosity is very important and their ambition is very important. Due to this ambition and curiosity, now our scientists they invented this technology and develop also that. Now let's see that is that, and really this technology the world is developed that and established that in first time, that is in 1969. That is our American scientist or the astronaut Neil Armstrong and Aldrin. These two persons went in on the moon. That before that, from the Russia, that is a Russian cosmonaut, that is a Yuri Gagarin. He was also the first human to travel into over space and the Earth orbit. Now it's proved that how they went in the space, that what it was there. Now the questions will arise in your mind that, sir, how these peoples that is reach on the moon or they went into the space there. What was that? And that it was, that is with the help of the space launch technology or the rocket technology. With the help of this rocket technology, they went on the moon or they went in the space. Now see that how this technology, how these rockets has been that is made. That is very important. Astronaut first they studied about the gravitational force of the Earth. You know that anything if you want to that is throw in the space, that again it comes back due to the Earth gravitational force. And the scientists first they studied the gravitational force, and after that this rocket technology they made it there. First, you know that earlier I discussed with you about what is the gravity. Gravity is nothing but is the exact force of attraction or to pull on one another. In the solar system, already you studied that whatever the heavenly bodies are there, objects are there, every that heavenly bodies they have the gravitational force. Different objects, different heavenly bodies have the different gravitational force according to their capacity. But here the scientists they made the rocket technology after studying the gravitational force. If you want to send anything into the space from the Earth, it must be given power to that objects against the force of gravity. See, supposed to be if you want to go, that is a so that is a if you want to throw anything in the space or anything in the upside, that what happens that you want to give the power to that objects against the force of gravity, then that object it will go very high in the space. Otherwise no that. For that purpose, the space launch technology, rocket technology developed and used that. For that purpose only, we have this rocket technology developed that. The peoples want to go in the space. What is in the space? And always they want to go on the planets, other planets or the satellites. But how they will reach, how they will, that is go in the space. For going into the space, our astronaut, this technology have been made that. What happens in this technology? This technology, it means what? That rocket launch technology generally refers to the entire set of system. This is a simple, that is a one, that is a unit, it is not there. Many, that is a system it has there. to send a vehicle, not just the vehicle itself, but it's also the firing control system is there, ground control, that is the stations are there, launch pads are there, tracking stations are there. All this needed for successful launching is there. Now India is become a very the powerful, it becomes a powerful country in the space launching. That is the things that we are launching. So many things are there. We are helping other countries also there. Let's we see afterwards. But the children, you have the difficult. Many students always they may ask you that, sir, how much fuel is used when we launch a rocket in the space? That time it was, I have got the information, 1.1 million pounds of the fuel. This much that is a fuel it was used in the rocket. Second question, which fuel is used? Again that the fuel is generally the America is used the liquid hydrogen fuel. This is used that, and that generally the all the countries they use the petroleum used as a rocket fuel is a type of the highly refined kerosene used there. In the petroleum unit you see that different fuels are there. Petrol is there, diesel is there, that is a kerosene is there. And in India, in our ISRO is also they use that while they launch the rockets in the space, kerosene. ISRO is also use the kerosene, and some countries they use the alcohol is also there. Is as a fuel there. Now see that third questions again you will arise that in the mind that, sir, this rocket launch now that time what it was the speed there? That is very important question that, because you know that gravitational force is there. If you want to overcome on the gravitational force, our scientists, our astronaut, they study and they design the plan of that rocket so speedily it goes in the space. And what that, if the rocket is launched from the surface of the earth, it needs to reach the speed of at least that speed should be there. That speed is there 7.9 kilometer per second in order to reach the space. If any rocket in order to reach into the space, that rocket should have the speed 7.9 kilometer. It means approximately 8 kilometer per second. And this speed of 7.9 kilometer per second is known as the orbital velocity. What is the orbital velocity? It means that orbital velocity, it means the rocket should have the speed 7.9 kilometer per second. Then that rocket it can overcome on the gravitational force of the earth, and it goes beyond the gravitational force. And this speeds, if you want to see in other way, that this speed is a very high speed, and this speed is a more than 20 times of the speed of the sound. You know the sound, it has a very, that is a fast speed that, you know that light is also has the fast speed like that, means the 20 times more than sound speed. That is the speed is there. Now we see that actually exact what happens in the rocket technology when it goes the fastest speed into the space, and what is mechanism. Again, you know that generally considering your standard, I am going to say your exact, you know that what the mechanism, what the stages are there in the rockets, how it is made, that all the questions are you will get the answer when you will go in the higher standard. Basically when you will study about the engineering, that time you will know all these things there. But exact here for that I want to make you understand, it means that in other way I want to make you understand exact how the rocket works is there. Now children, you know that every year we have the Diwali is the big festival there, and on that occasion generally we used to the different firecrackers. One of them, that is a rocket, is the one of the firecrackers, that is a Diwali rockets. And what happens that rockets, now you see this rocket is packed with explosive substances and that burns rapidly and produce a lot of energy. I want to show you the real one rocket is there. Now you have seen that, you know that all familiar, this is a rocket that we used to that is a play, that is a firecracker, you know that on the Diwali occasion that. And this is a here inside the explosive package. Explosive substances are packed in this rockets there, and this is when we fire ignite here that, and it will, that is it goes inside that, all these substances, explosive substances burns so rapidly and produce a lot of energy. And that rocket is designed in such a way that firecrackers is pushed in a certain direction at a great speed. It means that when this, that is explosive substances burns, and that simultaneously the energy is also created. And this rocket, it is made in certain direction, in certain design, that how the original rocket it was there, the same on that basis this rocket is also is designed, and that firecracker is pushed in a certain direction at a great speed that. And the same design technology is used there. It means in the rocket, Diwali rocket is also same technology which we find in the original rocket. You know that. And that rocket is a very powerful, and they have made a designed against the gravitational force. That this rocket is also goes upside against the gravitational force. The design is the same, but only the difference is there. This rockets, you know that, has very powerful. It is a very powerful, and they are used to send the spacecraft satellites into the space. You know that this rocket speed is very high, and that when these rockets that is a launch in the space, that time tremendous, that is a quantity of the fuel is used. It means that burns it, and that's why the 1,000 tons of the weighing spacecraft can be easily launched into the space. Now you understood that. Very, that is a different way. I tried to make you understand. And now here, after that, we will see the second topic, that is the Indian space mission. What is the Indian space mission? The Indian space mission, you will study about the ISRO. What is the ISRO? ISRO means the Indian space, the research organization, that you will study that. In the 20th century, a few countries of the world developed the space technology. In the 20th century, the many countries, they have developed in the space mission, and India it was the one of the leading country. We have also developed a lot in the space mission that, and we have also sent many, that is the satellites in the space that. First, before going to space mission, we have to discuss that. First you try to what is the spacecraft. Spacecraft is a simply vehicle or the machine designed to fly in the outer space, a type of the artificial satellite. Spacecraft are used for variety of the purposes. Different spacecraft we use that, and the different purposes are there, including the communication, earth observation, meteorology, and navigation, like that. Now we see that our country is well known for development of the space technology because due to the ISRO. What exactly the ISRO? ISRO, it means the Indian Space Research Organization. This is a short form of the ISRO, and that this is one of the important space agency, that is a agency of the government, space agency of the government, Indian government. This is the agency, and it works for the India only for developing the space mission. That India is its headquarters, it is in the Bangalore. That what is the vision? That vision, it means that what exact this mission, this ISRO want to do. That it is a harness of the space technology of the national development. For the national development, this ISRO is doing that work very hard while pursuing the space. Science research is there, planetary exploration is there, and it was founded in the 1969. And that this ISRO is the chief person, K. Sivan. He is the chief person of this ISRO, and the ISRO is responsible for the Indian space, that is a program. But whatever the space program, whatever the space mission, who organized this? The ISRO organized, and that K. Sivan, he was the chief person of that ISRO. There. Now what happens? It works that the first work, that so many works, that is up till now, that is ISRO sent in many satellites, but some typical examples I want to give you that. 22nd October 2008, the ISRO launched the spacecraft to the moon, and the mission is known as the Chandrayaan first. And second, that Mangalyaan, we sent, that is another important Indian space mission, that is a MOM, that is a Mars orbit mission. It was launched the 5th November 2013, and it established in the orbit around the planet Mars. Important that you understand that. And it reached in the Mars orbit 24 September 2014. Near about 10 months, 19 days after that, it established that. Both these missions are unmanned, and there were no people in the board of this spacecraft. What the object is? It was there. This object is the object of this mission. It was there deeper study of the moon, and that is a Mars. Chandrayaan second is also that somewhat we successful. Case even it was, he said that near about the 98% we have successful, and the Chandrayaan second mission is also we sent in the space that 22nd July 2019, and orbital insertion 20 August 2019. It was also most complex mission it was there, but near about 90-95% we successful in that mission also. After what happens exact, what happens exactly that after so many satellites and spacecraft were sailing in the space general, you may that is a problem, that is a problem, it means that is a doubt. Sir, what happened that spacecraft, how many days it will work? Yes, after many years this spacecraft, you know that it will be a functionless, it will not work that, and some spacecraft remains in the space and some are brought back to the earth, and while some land on the other planet or the satellites. In this year students, here I have to stop here that, and you know that these two topics I think you understood better with that, you know, space launch technology and the India space mission that.